Okay, so here is the step-by-step on how to use the really cinematic action. So I've opened my image, I've cropped it down to 8x10 or 5x7, whichever one you've decided to do. I've ran my basic actions on it to make it look good, because you always have to have an original photo that looks good in order to start. I've downloaded my action and opened it, so it is in my actions palette. And I open Riehle Cinematic Effect. I click on Syn. I press play. It's going to ask to adjust exposure to lighting or leave as is. It's going to stop. If your image is a good image to begin with, you probably don't have to adjust this too much. If you want to adjust it, you can go into layers. You could double click on your exposure. And then this will come up and you can adjust it. Otherwise, you can go back into your action and press play. And now we're going to use a soft edge brush to go over everything you want clear. So we press stop. The layer is automatically selected, as is um, the layer mask. Make sure black is on top. I can press X or hit the switch button. And now I can zoom in. And I can brush using my soft edge brush everything that I want to remain crisp, which would be the snowmobile, Dennis, and Hadley. I'm going to choose a larger brush to speed this process up. Remember, if you go too far like that, you can always press X and you can wipe that back out. Pay close attention to your edges. That's very important. I don't want to see things that are in the background that should be blurred, not blurred. For example, Hadley's little top of her hat. I want that not blurred, but I want this blurred around that. So I've created a smaller brush so I can pay attention to those edges. Get his arm right in here, and good enough for now for this example to show you what to do next. If this was my finished product, I would spend a little more time on my edges. I could check my layers out, and I can look in here. I could see that there are some whites in here that should be black. So now I'm going to go back to my action. I'm going to press play again. And once this done it's going to allow you to create a custom vignette. It has given you a black layer at 70% opacity. So what you do is you want to pick your gradient. It could be hidden under your paint bucket tool. Make sure you choose a radial gradient. I have it on reverse up here with the white on top to get what I want. Okay, so you want reverse checked, white on top. And then you can draw a larger one for less of a vignette, a smaller one for a greater a vignette. It is completely up to you what you want to do. You could also change the opacity and lighten it or darken it, whichever you choose to do. That is how you create. Or you could turn it off completely and not have a vignette at all. This is a very bright photo. I want more of the dark setting, so I am definitely going to turn it on. Remember, you want to capture the action as crisp and clear, and you want the background to be blurred, so your eyes focus in on the action. That's what this action is created to do. When I'm all done, I will flatten it, save it as a JPEG, and be done.